Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I put my plate in the dishwasher, wiped down the stove, walked into the living room. Sarah was on the couch, reading. I sat down. We got an intern in the department today, I said. Spilled coffee on the server. Sarah turned a page. Didn't look up. Didn't laugh. Didn't ask what happened next. 3 seconds. 5 seconds. 10. I got up to pour a glass of water. The water hit the glass with a hollow sound. That night I noticed something. She hadn't responded to any emotional sharing from me for 17 days. It wasn't that she didn't hear me. She would nod. Or say but that was confirmation of receipt. Not a response. I started to observe. Like logging experimental data. Wednesday morning, breakfast. I said I'd dreamed about the university library. She asked if the toast was enough. Thursday after work. I said the project was approved. She said the dry cleaner called. Saturday afternoon. I said the roses in the yard had bloomed. She said the garage door needed fixing. She still cooked. Shopped. Paid the bills. The household functioned normally. But the emotional interface was shut down. I stopped receiving emotional data packets. Not even error codes. One night her phone was charging in the kitchen. The screen lit up. A notification. Wednesday. Same place? From Michael. I knew Michael. Her coworker. At the company holiday party 3 months earlier. He told a joke that wasn't funny. Sarah laughed. I looked at her then. She was still laughing. Her eyes on Michael. I didn't touch her phone. I walked away. Over the next 2 weeks, I kept observing. Wednesday nights were always yoga class. 8 to 10. Friday evenings, occasional working late. But she never came home with the fatigue of urgent work. One rainy Thursday, I was working from home. Sarah's tablet was charging on the coffee table. She'd forgotten to take it. The screen lit up. A calendar alert popped up. 3 p.m. Oh, café. The icon was a heart. I opened the browser. The history was empty. Cleared. I put the tablet down and went back to work. That night when Sarah came home, I said, "Roads were slick today." She said. Her hair smelled like coffee. Not like a yoga mat. That weekend we watered the lawn. Trimmed the bushes. Like 2 well-coordinated machines. The sunlight was perfect. Her wedding ring caught the light. So did mine. On Monday, I met with a lawyer. 3 p.m. The office was quiet. Oak desk. Folders neatly aligned. The lawyer spoke evenly, clearly. Like reading an instruction manual. Asset division. Timeline. Document list. I signed. With a black pen. The tip scratched lightly across the paper. On Wednesday, I took the day off. Opened a new bank account. Rented an apartment uptown. Floor-to-ceiling windows. A view of the river. That afternoon I went to the mall. Bought new bedsheets. Gray. On the way home I passed Oak Café. I slowed down. By the window, Sarah was laughing. One hand on the table. Another hand covering it. Not hers. I didn't stop. I kept driving. Friday night, I laid the papers on the dining table. 2 copies. Yellow sticky notes marking the signature lines. Beside them, the keys. Our keys. And new keys. When Sarah came home, I was looking at a travel map. Alaska. I wanted to see the glaciers. She saw the papers. Paused for a moment. Then kept taking off her coat. Hung it up. Didn't ask. Didn't look at me. The lawyer said we need to sign within 30 days. I said. Okay, she said. Her voice steady. Like replying to an email. The next 2 weeks, we lived like polite strangers. I slept in the guest room. She packed her things. I packed mine. No arguments. Not even raised voices. Just the sound of packing tape tearing. And cardboard boxes being sealed. On the final morning, I put my suitcase in the car. Checked the fuel gauge. Tire pressure. Back inside. Sarah was in the kitchen, drinking coffee. Her back to me. I stood in the doorway and looked around the house one last time. The couch. The bookshelf. The photos on the wall. Us smiling. In another timeline. I'm leaving, I said. Her shoulders moved slightly. She didn't turn around. Okay. I closed the door. The sound was soft. Like a book closing. The engine started. I drove down the street. In the rearview mirror. The house grew smaller. Then disappeared around the corner. At a red light, I stopped. Looked at my hands. Hands on the steering wheel. No ring mark on my finger. Sunlight came in. Fell on the bare skin. Like snow on untouched ground. The light turned green. I drove forward.